my channel. I am Rosalind Yukich, and I am so glad that you're joining with me this morning, this chilly November morning. I'm going to be talking about Christmas, and it feels a little bit weird because my house is still decorated for fall, and we haven't celebrated Thanksgiving yet, but that's okay. I'm slowly getting into the season, and so today I'm going to be talking about Christmas and games and activities, crafts that we do with our kids during this season. But first I want to say, if you have never been to my channel before, I do talk about parenting and homeschooling. I do some cleaning and organizing inspiration, Bible journaling videos. I talk about keto. There's something here for everyone. So be sure to grab a cup of coffee and just let's get into talking about Christmas fun activities and crafts and things. Okay, so first I want to mention that this video is a collaboration with Sarah from the Johnson Crew. So you're going to want to go and check out her channel below. And there is a playlist down there that has a bunch of other moms sharing activities and things that they do with their kids for the Christmas season. So you're going to want to check that out because you're going to want to get some new ideas of some new things that you want to do with your kids this year. I'm going to be doing some new things with my kids this year, and I can't wait to share with you the traditional things that we do, the new things that we do. And so let's start off with our traditional things that we always do every year. So I want to start off by saying that Christmas, yes, it is so much fun. I mean, there's just so much emotion in the Christmas season. There's so many fun things that you can do, so many traditional things that, you know, bring back nostalgia for you, things that your mom did with you during the Christmas season and things like that. But one of the things that I feel like I've left out of my previous Christmas videos, and I'll leave some links in the description below where you can go see all of the Christmas content that I have made. But I get a feeling that one of the things that I've really left out a lot is the fact that we in our home always bring Christmas back to the Christmas story of Jesus. And we make that very much an emphasis in our home all throughout the season of this is a time that we celebrate Jesus, and Jesus is the center of it all. And so when we're decorating the tree, I'm talking about who brought in the Christmas tree. That was Martin Luther. Why do we put lights on the tree? Why do we put presents under the tree? Why are the Christmas colors so often red and gold and blue and green? You know, why are those colors significant? And because they do, all of that has significance. And so it would be maybe kind of fun to sort of video that and put that in a video. I might actually do that. I'm sort of thinking out loud now. But I do try to always bring that back. And so one of the traditional things that we do is our church has a program that we put on for children. Now, this program is special, and I know some of you, some of the ladies that I collab with a lot, have talked about this in their videos. And that is Operation Christmas Child. Now, they're talking about it from the perspective or from the side of putting the shoeboxes together. On my side, we are the ones handing out the shoeboxes. So if you do Operation Christmas Child shoeboxes, now you're hearing it from the perspective of kids that receive those shoeboxes. And so we go to our church where we put on a presentation. Usually we have Gizmo from Superbook comes out, and then we have, you know, just tons of kids just flooding in, and then they get a presentation of the gospel, and then we hand out the shoeboxes. Oh, it makes me choke up every time I think about it. And it's just wonderful watching those children get the shoeboxes and opening them up and just seeing their parents so amazed at your generosity and what you put in those shoeboxes. I don't know, they're not expecting the socks and the hats and the scarves and all of the amazing things that get packed up in those boxes. And they truly do touch lives. I did not expect to cry in this video. But they do get they are so touched by what gets put in those shoe boxes. Another thing that we do is I usually do an Advent activity with my kids. And so I picked these up at Teddy, which is basically like a Wish storefront. That's basically what it is. So the stuff that you find in there, you very often will find on Wish or AliExpress. And first of all, I picked these up, these little clothespins, 1 to 24. I'm gonna string them up in my home. Got a little sneezer behind me here. And then I picked up these felt Christmas tree and stocking motifs that we're going to clip onto those. And then in the description below, I'll put a link for a blog post where I have Advent activities for every day leading up to Advent. So I'm going to be cutting those out. There's a free printable in there, so you can grab that free printable. And I'll put a picture here of what the printable looks like. And you can print those off, and I'm going to clip them on to these clips. And so just a bunch of Advent activities, things you can do with your kids, you know, things like making cookies or, you know, drinking hot chocolate or watching a Christmas movie. And those are all things that we do usually with my kids. Traditionally, I always make Christmas reindeer cookies. Again, there you'll see some pictures popping up here. So the idea is you make sugar cookies in the shape of a bell, but you turn the bell upside down, and the top of the bell becomes the reindeer's nose. And so you put a little red M&M there, and then you put the eyes on, and then the antlers are pretzels. And so I'll leave a link in the description below where you can find the recipe for that. I found that on Women Living Well several years ago, and we do that every year. I also do sugar cookies with my kids every year. And again, I'll leave a link in the description for the recipe that I use. These cookies do not have to be refrigerated. They don't have to be chilled. The dough doesn't have to be chilled ahead of time. And they keep their shape when you bake them, which is the most important thing. And so I'll make some usually white frosting. And then I get Dr. Eddiker like gel decorating pens. And my kids get to decorate their own cookies. And usually some of them end up looking like the return of the zombie apocalypse, but it's fun anyway. So, so we do that. Another tradition that we do is we go to Zagreb, but the preceding 3 years before that, Zagreb, they won the award for being the most decorated Advent festival for Europe. And so, it is definitely something to see. It is absolutely gorgeous. They go all out. And so we usually go to Zagreb and walk around and see the lights and all of the things that they do. They do like lit tunnels and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it is really spectacular. At the main cathedral, they usually do like a living nativity. And so if we get there before Christmas and if we get there at the right time, we will be able to catch that living nativity. One thing I forgot to say that we really enjoy doing every year is we enjoy going ice skating. Our little town where we live has an ice skating rink every year. And we take the kids out there to go ice skating, and it is so much fun. They really, really enjoy it. Another thing that we try to do every year, we don't always get to do every year, is they have not very far from us something they call Chasma, and it is an enormous piece of property that gets completely lit up for Christmas. I mean, it is amazing. Again, I'm just dropping some pictures there for you to see. It is so huge. It takes quite a while to get all the way through it. Because I mean, we're talking millions and millions of lights and huge displays and all kinds of stuff. It is amazing. It definitely a spectacular sight to see. So that is a part of some of our Christmas activities that we do. So 2 other activities that I forgot to mention when I did this video was, first, we like to make gingerbread houses every single year. That has become a tradition. And then we always eat the gingerbread house on New Year's Eve. And then the second thing is that we always take pictures in front of the Christmas tree. I've done this actually since I was expecting my first son. My husband and I took a picture in front of our tree. And then every single year, we do like little photo shoots with the boys in front of the tree. And then we just love to go back and look at all of those pictures and just see how big they've grown. This year, I picked these up again at Teddy, which again is like the Wish storefront. And so we have these. They will go along with the unit study that I chose for this year. Now, if you saw any of my previous Christmas videos, and again, I'm linking those in the description below, I talked about the fact that last year I did a Christmas unit study with my kids, and I sort of went and I grabbed a few different unit studies, and I sort of picked out what I liked from all of them and just sort of created something of my own. But in doing my previous Christmas videos, and a lot of those are collabs, I would be listening to other moms talk about what they're doing for their Christmas unit studies. And I kept seeing one pop up, and it was one that it was already sort of in the back of my mind that I kind of wanted to do at some point. And I just went ahead and decided to do it because I knew I wasn't going to have the time to do something of my own. So I picked up this year the Gather Around Christmas Around the World. We were doing Christmas around the world anyway. And so I figured I'm just going to pick up something that's already done. And in there, they talk about some of the countries that I kind of wanted to cover, you know, sort of non-traditional countries like Uganda and Iceland, and the Philippines was one. And so, and then they also did Israel, and I did Israel last year, and I wanted to hit it again this year. So there were ones in there that I wanted to do, ones that, you know, I thought, oh, those sound like a lot of fun. And then I picked up the recipes add-on. And so we're going to be doing a lot of cooking in addition to the baking that we already do. And so that's going to be a lot of fun to do with my kids this year. So that is something new. And so we're going to, of course, be making snowflakes. Some kids really enjoy snowflakes. And so we're going to be watching some snowflake videos, trying some new ones. You know, there are just, you know, there are free download snowflake templates that you can download. And so we're going to be doing that and just decorating up the whole house with snowflakes and, you know, decorations. Another thing that we always do together is we decorate the house together. So I'll usually set up the tree and put the lights on and the garland, and then I just give my kids ornaments, and then they just decorate the tree. And I know a lot of people, they like to have one really nicely decorated tree and then one that the kids decorate, and I just let the kids decorate because for me, it's not about how it looks. It's just about the memories that are made while you're decorating. And so, so we have the big one here in our living room, and then they'll usually have a Christmas tree in their own room that we usually decorate up with some sort of an Advent, unit study that we're doing. You know, we've done in the past Truth in the Tinsel, which comes with its own ornaments. And so usually they decorate their tree with those ornaments. We're not doing Truth in the Tinsel this year. We're doing the Christmas Around the World, which does also, I got the ornament add-on. And so they'll be adding those ornaments to their tree in their room. And this year, I think I might pick up another one. I know, like, we need another tree in our house. But I'm kind of thinking about picking up one that I can decorate on our front porch, because I have a front porch this year, y'all. And so I have to decorate it. I think that would be so much fun to have like a little mini tree out there. I don't know. We'll just have to see. So those are fun things that we do. Obviously, we watch the Christmas movies. Again, that is in the link for that video that's already gone up is going to be in the description below. And so you're going to want to check that out. And so those are our fun Christmas activities and cooking things that we do together as a family. And crafts and things like that. And so I hope that gives you some inspiration. Again, this is a collab with Sarah from the Johnson Crew. So I just want to thank her for allowing us to join her with this in this today. You'll definitely want to check out the playlist below because you're going to want to just go and see what other moms are doing. I know I am, because I'm always looking for new ideas, new inspiration for things that we can do as a family. So I hope that this video gave you some ideas. If you liked the ideas, or if you want to add to the ideas, so what are some things that you do as a family for Christmas? Leave that in the comment section below, and be sure to follow my channel if you're not following. Ring that bell for notifications so you get notified every time a new video goes up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.